Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. October 2025, variant second and additional mathematics paper. We are going to start. So let's start. Question number one. Question number one, we have this line meets the curve at 2 point. Two possibilities, this y value copy here or this y value copy here. Both are okay. I am copying this value here. So 4x minus 3 is equals to 3 plus 5x minus 2x squared. Now I bring all values left side. So I bring it here, 2x squared positive, negative x, negative 6 is equals to 0. Do it very carefully. So 6 2s are 12 and 4 3s are 12. So 2x common, I can get x minus 2, 3 common, x minus 2. X minus 2 and 2x plus 3 is equals to 0. I got two answers from here, 2 and negative 3 by 2. So this value, I'm going to plug in it here. Check it, students. So 4 times 2 to 8. Out of 8, 3 gone. Out of 8, 3 gone. I got a 5. So 2, 5 is my first answer. He said coordinates of AB. I can label any. So I'm labeling this as a A. Okay, this value, when I replace this value back here, what happens? Y is equals to 4 times 2 negative 3 by 2 negative 3. And if I check it, what is turned to be negative 6 and negative 3, I get negative 9. Let me check again. Yeah, negative 9. So B coordinate, I'm getting negative 3 by 2 and negative 9. I believe the point is very clear. Okay, student, next part. He's saying the perpendicular bisector of AB. It means we have to find out perpendicular bisector of AB. Cuts the coordinate axis at PQ. It means just rough idea. So maybe line cuts like this and this coordinate. And here x, here y0 and here x0. And he labeled on one P and one Q, and on an O is stand for region. Find the area of this triangle. But as a teacher, I suggest you please sketch close to accurate. So look at now. I'm going to start now. Have a look. First, I'm going to label. Okay. So how to label 2, 5? So I'm going to label now 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So somewhere here, I'm writing 2, 5 here. Okay, where is B, this one? So negative 1, negative 2, but it is a negative 1.5. Okay, and then goes down, 9 is here somewhere. So I'm getting this B coordinate, negative 3 by 2 and negative 9. And point is here. And now I'm using a scale and I'm going to join them. So I believe you people are understanding the concept of the question. Okay, this diagram is not compulsory, but as a teacher, I suggest you we have to make it in this way. The chance of mistake reduces, understandable, more easy to understandable. P and Q. Okay, one time a y0 and here x0. But first I'm looking for, sorry to say, no, sorry. It's a mistake here. What is mistake? He said perpendicular bisector of AB. Sorry to say. It means I have to take a look at rotate, and rotate. And this is a perpendicular bisector. Hold on. I have done a wrong planning here, but now is right planning. Black color line is called basically perpendicular bisector. I think now you people understanding well. And this point is P and this point is called Q. And repeat again, perpendicular sector of line AB cuts the coordinate axis P and Q. Okay, and a region, and find the area of the triangle POQ. All right. So this triangle area I'm looking for. So how to get a P coordinate? At P, common sense, y0, and at Q we have x0. So I'm going to start now. So job number 1, how to find this M stand for midpoint. So midpoint, I'm going to find it now, midpoint formula. And what midpoint formula, you know it very well, midpoint formula. Okay, now I'm writing formula, I'm just giving you directly x1 plus x2 divided by 2. So x1 plus x2 divided by 2. And same way, y1 plus y2 and divided by 2. y1 plus y2 and divided by 2. Okay, here I got -4 and I get a -2. I think clear. And what about this? We have to do it very carefully. 2 -3 by 2 and divided by 2, and basic I'm getting here 1 by 4. Okay, so midpoint coordinates is turned to be 1 by 4 comma 2. I think this point is very clear. And now I'm looking for, okay, for your sake of understanding, so M coordinate, I got it. And now I'm going to do what? I'm going to find out blue line gradient, and then I will find black line gradient. How to get blue line gradient is called AB gradient. So y2 minus y1, or start from here, no problem at all. 5 minus 9 over 2 minus 3 over 2, and which I am doing it very carefully. On the top, 9 plus 5, 14, and below 2 plus 3 divided by 2, and I'm getting 7 over 2. It will flip up, and 7 2s are 14, 4. So gradient of AB turns to be 4. Okay, so AB blue line is 4 and blackish line must be -1 over 4, because I will do it negative reciprocal -1 over 4. I'll use this, and I'll use this equation of perpendicular bisector. I'm going to find lies. So get ready. Formula is y minus y1 and m times 2 x minus x1. So this 4 is creating a problem, but anyway, it goes inside 1 by 4x and plus 1 by 16. Okay, now this 2 goes on other side. I can say that -1 over x and plus, what is this one? 1 over 16 and positive 2. I get 33 over 16. Okay, this is done. And now what is the next plan? For how to get a p coordinate, I will plug in a y0. Okay, I get a y0, and what, 1 minute please, 1 minute, let me check finally. Yeah, it is a -2 because 5. Okay, hold on, let me check. 5, -9, and divided by 2. If we check it, it is coming -2. Okay, and -2 is coming here, it become +2. So yeah, this is a -2 we missed here. Okay, and this negative, and I think I have to reshape it here. There's a mistake of from my end, and I got a positive. And this positive goes there, and this number is a small change. Rest is okay. And I'm writing 1 over 16 and -2. I'm getting -31 over 16. Okay, so I think this point is very clear. Okay, so now I can plan how to get the coordinates of P. For coordinates of P, I will plug in y0. I will plug in y0. When I plug in y0, so I get this will go on this end. 1 by 4x is equal to 31 over 16, and x becomes 31 over 16 into 4, and it is giving 31 over 4, but negative, because x negative. So P coordinate is turned to be x value -31 over 4 and y0. Okay, now student, I'm going for the Q coordinate. For Q coordinate, put x0. So when I plug in x0 here, students, so I will get directly this y value. I'm writing now here y is equal to 0 minus 31 over 16. So Q coordinates is turned to be x0 and y -31, 16. Now basically I have this triangle, students. Okay, 90 degree. This base is basically is this. I'm not using negative sign because length always positive. I'm using this from here. So 31 over 16. And what's the area formula? Half into base into height. So if I check it, half into 31 over 4 times to 31 over 16 is turned to be in fraction form 961 over 128 in 3SF 7.51 unit square. And we got the area of triangle. Question number 2, we have diagram shows a shear region. You can see clearly. And AC, BD, each length of 12. Repeat. AC means full length is AC. Is how much? And BD. BD is this slant. Both are 12, 12. So I can say this is 6, this is 6, 6, and 6. And further, he's saying AD and BC parallel to each other, length 4, 4. So this is a 4 and this is a 4. I think this point is very clear. AD and BC, correct. AD and BC part of circle center O. Okay. And then it says obtuse angle AOB. What obtuse means, you know very well. Right angle means what? Right angle means equals to 90. Or acute angle means less than 90. And obtuse angle is means more than 90, and 90 means pi by 2. So I will not, okay, that's just sake of understanding, I'm writing in degree and radian mode both. Okay, so obtuse AOB. Where's AOB? Basically, AOB, if I zoom for you, this is a AOB, this angle he talk about, and is obviously more than 90 degree. So how I will get it? I will find this theta and subtract, repeat my words. I'll find this theta and because this full is pi, okay, straight line. And then I will subtract and get this alpha. So let's try to do first theta and then alpha. I call this theta and I call this as a alpha. So let's try to do it. So first of all, and how I can do, I have two options because luckily I have all three sides. I can use cosine rule, or second option, I can draw a perpendicular and use this small triangle. 90 degree here, 2 here, 2 here. So I think this is a better approach. So I'm going to make it small triangle. You can see even, so this, 6 and 2, and this I call as a theta over 2. Why theta over 2? Because have theta. So opposite and sine theta over 2 is 2 by 6 and 1 by 3. So if I take a sine inverse of 1 over 3, I'll get what answer is 0.33983 or 4 into 2. When I get it, I got theta is equal to 0.6967967. But I'm looking for not that, I'm looking for alpha. So how to get alpha, students? Alpha is equal to pi minus theta. So when I subtracted pi minus that, so I'm getting here 2.4619. But after rounding, because we have to always give a 3SF. What 3SF? I don't want. So I will not add, and answer is 2.46. This is my answer. I think clear. So let's talk about next part. He's asking parameter of shaded part, shaded. So use answer in part A, whatever we got it. We have to go for parameter of shaded part. First plan. So what is the parameter? Let me start from A. So this 4 I will cover, then BD I will cover, then this arc length and this arc length. Or I can say easily this parameter, this 4 and this arc length multiply into 2 because same thing. Okay. But thing is that how to get this one is nothing hard. Angle I have, radius I have, and I'll use this sector. I will use this sector, the bigger one, A here, B here, theta is alpha, I have it, and this 6 and 6. So I'm going to find the parameter. So parameter planning is so simple. So I'm writing AB4 plus arc length into 2. And arc length formula is S is equals to R theta. Radius is 6, theta is 2.46. I'm writing now here 2.46 and whole thing multiply into 2. So now I'm going to finalize it. Okay, so into 6 and plus 4 and into 2. And answers turn to be 37.54. Basically, I'm rounding 3. I don't need 4. So I will not round it to 37.5. So parameter is done as well. And centimeter, my answer. This is done. And now let's talk about the next part. And next part is where we have, next part is is area of the shaded part. How to get area of shaded part? So planning is so simple. This sector area into 2 and this triangle area into 2. I will get my answer. So sector area formula and triangle area is this. Okay. And we can use 6 and theta angle. So make sure theta, this is very important. So how to get area? Look, I show you. So area formula is, I have a sector and I have a triangle and multiply into 2. And sector 6, 6 and angle alpha, and here 6, 6 and angle theta. Make sure this is a very important theta and alpha. So alpha I will use from top. Hold on, this is alpha and this theta. So, but 6 and 6, yeah, all correct. Okay. So it means I should take 6, 6. Okay. So 6, 6. Okay, fine. So let's plug in the values. Half r squared theta. R squared theta. Alpha is a 2.46. And half AB sine theta. A into B into sine theta, which is 0.67967. And times 2. And I'm going to plug in now, students, half into 36 into 2.46 and plus 18 times 2 sine 0.67976, whatever, and multiply into 2. And I'm getting here 111.18. But I need, because 3SF always. So after rounding, my answer is turned to be 111 centimeter square. I believe the point is very clear and the question is completely ready. Question number 3 we have, okay, exact value independent of term. Independent of term means there's no x must be there, or you can say 0x coefficient. So 0x means x coefficient 0. So first of all, I will expand this power 2. Is there nothing hard for us? So I can apply squaring identity. First term square negative 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. 1, 4x to power 2, 4x to power 2. And I'm getting here 1 minus 8 x power square plus 16 x to power 4. So one part is done. Now I'm going to expand this one now. So 10C0. Okay, 2 brackets, 10C1, 2 brackets. Okay, 10C2, 2 brackets. Now we don't know how much we have to expand. I will decide. Wait a minute, please. So 10 and 0 difference will come on top, and 10 minus 0 and 0 will come on second bracket. So same 10 and 1 difference comes here, 10 minus 1 and 1 comes here, and 10 minus 2 and 2 comes here. So in each first bracket I must write 2. So 2, 2, 2. And second bracket including sign, basically positive. If negative come, we must take negative. 3 over x square, 3 over x square. Now, look, students, so 2 2s are 4. And this 4 and this 4 will cancel out. How come this x4 down, this x4 up? Okay, what about this x square down, x square up? They will cancel out. And his has a no x at all, so they will multiply. So I think no need to go further. First 3 terms are enough. Okay, 10C1 is 1. 2 to the power 10 is 1024. And something to power 0 is 1. 10C1 is 10. Okay, this is a 2 to the power 9. 2 to the power 9 is 512 into 3 over x squared. And 12C2 is 45. And 2 to the power 8. 2 to the power 8 is 256. And 9 over x to the power 4. Sorry, simplifying, and what coming here? So it's 30 times 2, 512. I'm getting 15360 over x squared. And what about this? 45 times 2, 256 times 2, 9. And I'm getting here 103680 over x to the power 4. And now, so this value I'm going to plug in it here, and this value I'm going to plug in it here. And in the middle, there is a multiply sign, so I'm going to multiply. So I'm just going to copy paste this term, copy and paste below. Okay. And this term, copy and paste below here. So I think clear idea. So I'm writing like this, I think clear. So now students, I'm write out terms independent of x. How it possible? How it possible? I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So when this number multiply with 1, repeat, this multiply with a 1, I will get the term which has no x involved. When this multiply with this, so this x square will cancel out. -8, I'm going to multiply with that. -8 times to 15360. I'm getting here -12280. Now this term multiplying with the last term, logic x4 will cancel out. And 103680, let me check, 103680 times to 16, and I get a positive 165 and 8880. And I'm going to solve plus 1024 negative 12288 and 0, and answer is turned to be 1537024. This is called a term independent of x. I hope so the concept is. Question number 4 we have, he said here, variable x and y are such that e to power y is plotted against x cubed. This means whenever we have this condition happens, so it means this, here I have x cubed and here I have e to power y. Okay, before plotted, the word is called y coordinate. After this is called x coordinate. So x variable. Okay. Now he's saying this 2-point lie. So where is this? I can say 1 and this. So somewhere here, this point 1, comma 13.5. And what about this one? 7.5 here and 0.5 up. So approximately here, roughly, I'm just because sketch. Okay, so this line, I'm going to join this one line. So first of all, y in terms of x, but as only possible, I can find out basically this is y and this is x. So if I show you e to power y, okay, before I start, if y here, x here, so line representing y is equal to mx plus c. If I have a ln y, if I have a ln x, so then I must write ln y is equal to m times to ln x plus c. I think you people understanding well. So now that is why I can tell you easily that, so this is comes from here and equal to gradient times to this. Okay, always the same criteria and plus c. So but how I can get this one? If I get in this form, then I can take logarithm. So first job m and c. So let's find gradient formula. All of you know y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, y2 I'm starting from bigger number 13.5, though we can start from any point, minus 0.5 over 1 minus 7.5. And if I type this in calculator, hold on, so 13.5 minus 0.5 and 1 minus 7.5, I'm getting -2. So this I got it. Now what is this left only? C left, sorry. So I'm finding here y is equal to mx plus c. I'm using m from here and any value I can put from these pairs. So I'm using this one. I'm using this one. So 0.5 is coming here, -2 and x value 7.5 plus c. And c value turns to be times to 7.5, this m value, and 0.5, and I'm getting here 15.5. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, so I can replace now m value replaced by this and c value replaced by this. So 4-mark question, -2x to power 3 and positive 15.5. Now students, my job is to get a y alone, but thing is that there's no y alone, y is in power. How to bring down, student? Take a logarithm. So when I take a logarithm of both sides, I will get this form. log of negative 2x to power 3 plus 15.5. And due to log, this power will come down and we get a log of e. And a log of e is 1. I'm not wasting your time. Is equals to log of negative 2x cube plus 15.5. And this is my final answer for the part number A. But now next part is what, student? Find the values of x for which the equation is valid. Well, student, let me tell you whole story. 0 to 1, after 0 to 1, if I take the logarithm, it will give you positive answer. And after 1, it give you sorry to say is mistake here. 0 to 1, it will give you negative answer. After 1, positive answer. And 0 and backwards, including 0, it give you infinity. Infinity means invalid. So it means that if you want to make it valid, it is only possible if you have more than 0. More than 0. So x value, it means the value in the bracket, this value must be more than 0. So I'm writing now here negative 2x cubed plus 15.5 must be more than 0. So this goes on other side, negative 2x cubed and more than 15.5. But for sake of understanding, whenever you multiply or divide by negative value, inequalities will flip. Make sure inequality sign will change. This is a very, very important. Okay, so when I divide by negative 2, look, I'm doing here. So this will flip, this will flip. And then I take a cube root. So cube root of 15.5 divided by 2. And I'm getting here x value is less than 1.9789. And he said values. So basically, students, values means a range of values. Okay, so range of values. So you live in this format or live in this format. Like I mean to say, this is correct answer, but we write 3SF. 3SF means 1.98. So this is a correct answer, or you can leave in this cube root of 15.5 by 2. So both answers are correct. So if you write, oh sorry, less than. So you write any format, you're getting correct answers, and I hope so. Let me finalize. Wait a minute, please. Yes, y is equals to, yeah, okay. X value is less than. So I hope so. The concept is very clear and the question is completely. Question number 5, students, we have, and 6 characters password can be formed from following characters. So there are 5 letters, 4 numbers, and 3 symbols. So let me write 5, 4, and 3, and total are 12. And each character can be used more at maximum once. We cannot, like a repetition not allowed. Okay, 6 character password. So find number of 6 character password that can be formed if no restriction. So no restriction means from 12 I need and I have to make a 6. So 12p6 over. Okay, so 12 plus 6, if we check in calculator, is turned to be 665280. So let's go for next part. Next part is asking, find the number of the 6 character passwords that can be formed. The password starts and ends with a symbol. So this will do a box method. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines, 6 boxes. Starts with the start and ends with a symbol. So symbol here and symbol here. How many symbols total? We have 3. So from 3, 1 will come here. 3p1 means from 3, I will use any one. Let's say 1 used, 2 left. So I can write here 2p1. Now I think clear, but symbol it can be he emphasize on first and last. But what about the third symbol? Third symbol can join the other 9 letters. So 9 plus 1, 10. So these 4 positions can be filled with a 10p4. I think point is very clear, and I'm going to type in calculator. 3p1 into 2p1 into 10p4. And answer is turned to be 30240. Last part, students, he's saying this find 6 character password, then can be formed that if starts with either a symbol and then number or a number then symbol. It means number then symbol, or maybe symbol first and number later. So this he talk about. So it means if I find this answer multiply by 2, why? Because the same, like different order, same value. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold on, I make it 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more letter I need. Okay, so let's get ready. How we can do starts with. So let symbol comes here and number come here. Okay, so and then ends with what? Two letters. So here letters. So here letter and here letter. Okay. So let's try to do it. Symbol. So symbols, how many we have? Three. So 3P1. Any one symbol come from here. And any numbers from 4P1. So times 2, 4P1. And what about these two positions? So we can write, because letters of 5 are there. So you write 5P2, correct answer, or you write 5P1 into 4P1. So no problem at all. Both are same. Okay, you can check in calculator. But I'm writing now for these 2 points, I'm writing 5P2. Why? Because 5 letters available, 2 to use. Okay, now 2 here used, 2 to 4 used. So out of 12, 4 use, 8 left. So these two positions we can fill with the 8. 8P2, and that's it. And into 2. Why this into 2? At the end, I'm saying into 2 logic, because number before, symbol later, or symbol before, numbers later. So now I'm going to type this in calculator, and I'm going to type it 2 into 3 into 4 into 5P2 into 8P2. And answer is turned to be 26880. So I hope so. The concept is very clear. This was little difficult, but I hope so you got a point. And we have the third answer is here, second answer is here, and first answer is here. And I hope so got the idea very well. Question number 6, we have, students. In a question length, we have centimeters in 10 seconds. A P is moving a straight line with a speed is 26 in the direction of this one. So you remember we have done unit vector. If you remember what is definition of unit vector, so unit vector is basically is equals to vector by its magnitude. Okay, now he's saying that so any vector velocity is consists of two parts. Velocity, I talk about velocity. Velocity contains two parts, its magnitude and its direction. This cap representing direction. And it is very clearly mentioned that velocity is in direction of this vector. So this is some other vector. I label this as a k vector. K vector is equals to 5, negative 12. And how to find k cap? K cap is basically equal to k vectors, vector by its magnitude. So I'm writing now directly 5i minus 12j divided by root of 5 square plus 12 square. And I get a 13. This is a 13. So for your information, he mentioned direction in the direction. It means parallel. Two vectors are parallel, so they have one thing common only. What is common? V cap and k cap. They are equals to each other. So I'm going to plug in this value in the place of k cap. So V vector is equals to magnitude of the velocity is 26 given by him, and 5i minus 12j divided by 13. This cancel out, we got a 2 and 2 multiply inside. So you can write like this. I mean 10i minus 24j is the correct answer. Or second option, we can write in column form. And what is the column form? 12 and negative 24. So we write column form, or you write version what is called a Cartesian form, no problem at all. So I hope so clear. Part number 2, he's saying, sorry, same time, the time t0 p passes through a point, and that point is 3, 6. Okay. And before I start, you can see, student, I component is positive and j component is negative. If I make a rough diagram, so look, all of you, please. So 10 is right side positive and y is not positive, negative, downwards negative. So if I move this and this, if I join them, I get this kind of direction. And best way, this kind of diagram, if you sketch it, close to accuracy. How to close to accuracy? Like 10. So I think 5 plus 5, 5 plus 5 is a 10, and 5 fives are 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 25, so it was 24. So slightly up. So if I join from here, so I get this point. So this, if I join this one, so this arrow representing velocity direction. So this direction, some students without hesitation, they make this kind of arrow wrong. We have to do carefully the direction of velocity. Now listen, please. But this arrow, this vector arrow velocity will start from 3, 6. Where is it 3, 6? So 3, 6 is a 1, 2, 3, and 2, 4, 6. So this is a point here. So this arrow will join here. So look now, students. I take this vector velocity from here, copy from here, and paste here. You can see. So I hope so you understood. And the other velocity direction, this I'm just erasing it because not required. Okay, so you can see this is a direction and starting from which point A? He said given 3, 6. So 3 here, 6 here. So if I ask what is a position vector, so basically we have to do like this, 3i, 6j, and plus this one. And this is, what is a distance time formula? A distance time formula is VT, okay? Velocity into time. So velocity is, we have it, time we don't know, we just put a random number t, a variable t. So what is the first position going here is a 3, 6. So I'm writing here OP, OP 3, comma 3 and 6 is along x, along y, and plus this velocity multiplied by t. You ask why t? I said before, velocity is this is velocity, this is the time. And if I multiply them, I got a distance. So this distance before I have it, I mean, look, I show in a black color line, this plus this. And this I have here, and this I found just now. So I think clear. So this is the position vector, what he was asking us to find it. And we have done the part number 2 also. Okay. Similarly, what a part number 2, part C, sorry, is a position vector of Q and is given this one. And read the statement. At the same time, when P passes through A, I mean, when P is at A, Q is at B. Okay. Okay, we don't know exactly where's Q, but we can find it. I will tell you what is the way of finding. Okay. So position of Q is given this one. The way I found position vector, okay, this is correct answer, but if you want to write in a special format, that is also allowed, but hold on. First, I bring this diagram here. Now I'm going to show you, we can write another format even. What is that? The way he wrote, I'm writing that format. From here, 3 and t multiply inside. So I got a 3 plus 10t. And from here, I got 6. From here, 6 multiply, t multiply, negative 24t. So you learn one lesson, student, rewrite this answer or that, both are correct answer. But very interesting part, the without t is called where is starting from. Okay, without t is starting point, and with t is called velocity. Repeat, beside of t, whatever the numbers representing velocity, and without t is a point where they are the point is starting. So can you guess from here, student? Yes, we can guess. I'm writing negative 5 before and plus t later, and 2 minus 25t. So what these two numbers, negative 5, 2 is a starting point, and velocity is this, and velocity direction is this. So negative 5, 2 where, students? Negative 5, 2 is here somewhere. Let me start here. Look, negative 5 and 2. So I think this is a point where it's starting from. This is a B. This is a A and this is a B. And moving is a right and bottom. So we have, this actually is moving this way. Okay. But it is moving basically this way. And look, they cannot meet because they are moving in a somehow opposite direction. Not an opposite, but they are not going closer. But anyway, now I have to prove it maybe later on. So they do meet or not. So we can understand later on. But sake of understanding, I can tell you this point is negative 5 and this 2, I think point is clear. Anyway, this is just sake of understanding. And you can realize from here the way I wrote, he wrote same way. So this two numbers without t is called a starting point, and with t is called velocity. It's a fixed criteria for the any kind of question. Distance between P to D is a D. I have to find distance between OP and OQ. This is OP and this is OQ. How to find distance between PQ distance? So writing technique is OQ minus OP. So OQ is this. I'm writing now here 8t minus 5 and 2 minus 25t, and OP I got on top. Okay, I think this much is very clear. Now, student, I'm finding it now, and I label this as a D because he said D. So first I'm writing PQ, no problem. Now, how to do it? So I'm finding PQ vector. So 8t, okay, you have to subtract them. So this minus this. So let me write it first. 8t minus 5 minus 3 and minus 10t. Below 2 minus 25t, negative 6 plus 24t. And I'm writing D now, distance. And how can say I got what? Out of 8, 10 gone, I got negative 2t and negative 8. And what about the other one to negative 25 and positive 24, negative t and negative 6 plus, we got a negative 4. I believe you understood the point very well up till now. Okay, students, now what is the story we have? Um, we have to find distance. And student, what distance formula? Basically, we can do directly even, but I think it's easy to. So y2 minus y1 whole square and x2 minus x1 whole square. Repeat, x2 minus x1 whole square and minus plus, sorry. So I'm finding it now. So let's start. These to power 2 is equal to root and square of this, square of this. Basically, I'm writing y2 minus y1. The answer is here. And x2 minus x1, the answer is here. So just square it. Okay, now I'm going to find it, and let's apply if I squaring both side, sorry, this is a without root, the power 2. If I squaring both side, rule will eliminate, root will eliminate automatically. And now I'm applying scoring identity for sake of your information. If I use both positive sign scoring identity, it will looks like this one: a square plus 2ab plus b square. But in case of negative in the middle, so only one negative comes, that is with 2. But for sake of understanding, if both values are negative, so it behave like a top one. So they are same basically. So it means a first term square plus 2 into first term, second term plus second term square. So I'm applying because both signs are negative. So first term square is 4. Okay, I'm writing 2t whole square, positive 2 into 2t plus 8, sorry, 2t into 8 and plus 8 square. So what about this same story? So t square positive 2 into t into 4 plus 4 square. And root is not available on top because I squared both sides. So 4t square and plus 1, we got a 5t square. Okay, 2 to the 4, 8, 32. 32 from here and 8 from there. 32 and 8 becomes 40t. 8 square 64 and plus 16. 64 and 16. If we check it, it becomes 80. So I have done it. So d to power 2 is done what he was asking from us. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, this is done. And student, now what is asking, show that they collide or not. They don't collide, sorry. They don't collide. Don't collide means This is a distance, okay, we have it. And if I plug in the upper part or lower part, 2t minus 8 is equal to 0. So 2t is equal to negative 8. T becomes negative 4, which is not possible. So if time is negative coming, so it is not possible, so they will not collide. So they will not collide. So I hope so clear. And there's one more technique we have. We find the t from the top and t from the down. If they are equal, they collide. If they don't equal, they don't collide. But t and both are coming negative 4, negative 4. So if time are coming positive, make sure if both times are coming positive, let's say 2 and both are coming 2. 2 come from the upper part, 2 comes from the lower part, then they collide. And if they are, for example, 1, 2 and 1, 4, they are not same, it means they will not collide even. So this is a second condition I taught you. But here, a special condition when time is negative coming from here, and that is not possible to calculate. That is why we can say they don't collide. I hope so. You got idea clear. And question is completely over. Question number 7, students, we have. And first he asking to differentiate. So how we can differentiate product formula, and you know very well, u copy v dash, v copy u dash, one by one, and plus in the middle. So if we change the order, even no problem at all. So I'm writing now. So x copy derivative of cos in the bracket, then cos copy into derivative of the first function. So here negative sign double x into 2. This 2 come from the angle derivative. And this 1x has a derivative 1. So I think this part is clear. So we have done negative. This 2 we can bring outside. So negative 2x sine double x. And plus cos double x. So this is done. And now if we look at now, if this part is done, he did not specify in special format, but look at now. This is a match with here, okay? And we can do easily. And he is asking not even this, completely, even x including match. So he asking to get the answer for this integration. So what I will do, students, I will switch the sides. For example, this will come left side, this will go right side. So I'm writing negative 2x sine double x plus cos double x equal to d over dx. But for sake of your information, this y is the phi you can replace by this. So what I'm doing here, y, I'm replacing with the x cos double x. Now we are very close to integrate. I'm writing the integrating both sides. So when I do integrating both sides, let's see what happens here. I'm doing separate. This I'm writing separate. This I'm writing separate. And when I integrate this, do you know, students, this and dx, they are reverse anti of each other. So when I will integrate this part like this, so this cancel this and this cancel, and this will stay behind. So I repeat my words. I think you got idea. So it means x cos double x left behind. And plus c will be there even, but I write plus c together. Wait a minute, because this is my job to find it. So there's a negative sign is creating problem. So I can do later on, negative 2, I bring outside x sine double x dx. And this I'll bring on the other side, x cos double x minus. And what is this integration basically? Sine double x divided by 2. This 2 comes from the angles derivative. And now I'm writing, after this, I'm writing plus c. Or plus c, or yeah, because limits are not given here, so plus c is only way. Or I label c1. Now this negative 2 I don't need here. I will divide with negative 2. So what will happen afterwards? So negative 2 comes here, and we get a negative half x cos double x. And negative cancel, and 2 2s are 4. And I got a positive 1 by 4 sine double x. And c1 divided by negative 2 will become a new constant, and which I'm writing here. You can leave it here, no problem, or you can do another form which is more important, and not important, but I think better to write that format. And what is that? I'm calling the whole thing like a C. And I'm writing even the C is equal to negative C1 by 2. So even you mention this, it is a more clear that you are replacing this whole thing with a C. I hope so. The concept of the complete question is over. Eight. Question number 8, student, we have an arithmetic progression has first term is t. So I'm writing here first term is t. Common difference is 1.5. So common difference is 1.5. Fourth term, eighth term, and 20th term of AP. So let's try to find all first of all. So what is the formula? All of you familiar? Formula is A plus N minus 1 into D. This formula I'm going to copy 3 times. I need 3 times basically. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to plug in here 4. I'm going to plug in N as a 8. I plug in N as a 20. So when I put it here, so T4 is equals to, first term is T as he mentioned here. All right. And 4 minus 1 become 3. And 3 times 2, 1.5. Because common difference is given 1.5. So it means 4.5. It's turned to be 4.5. So T4 is equals to T plus 4.5. So I got it, and now same manner I'm looking for eighth term. So T plus 7 times 2, 1.5. And 7 times 2, 1.5 is giving 10.5. Okay. And lastly, T20, first term is T, and here 19 times to 1.5. So 19 times to 1.5 is giving us 28.5. So T20 is equal to T plus 28.5. Is question done? Not at all. Nobody said that. So fourth term is first term of GP, eighth term is the second term of GP, and 20th term is third term of GP. So look, I'm writing now here. So I'm writing here T plus 4.5, comma, T plus 10.5, comma, T plus 2.8 per comma, R in GP. Okay, and basically these are term, first term, second term, and third term as he given. And you know, students, we have a special criteria. What is that criteria? Is when 3 terms are in geometrical progression. So I'm writing here T3 keep it up by T2 down, T2 keep it up by T1 down. So this will go up, and I'm writing now in the same order. So I'm looking for T value. So inshallah I'll get from here T plus 28.5. Second term is this, which I'm writing T plus 10.5 and T plus 10.5 and T plus 4.5. Cross multiply T times to T. I'm getting T square and 28.5T and plus 4.5T. And what is a 28.5 into 4.5? It is giving us 128.25. Okay, same way when this multiply with there, it is such like a squaring identity. But anyway, I'm writing t square plus 10.5t plus 10.5t, and 10.5 square is giving us 110.25. So students, so this t square and this t square same, they will cancel out. Okay. Now these two values and these two values, it will come and subtract from here. So I'm writing directly 28.5 plus 4.5 minus 10.5 and minus again 10.5. So I'm getting this, and these four terms. I'm getting here 12t. Now this will go on the other end, students. Okay, and 110.25 minus 128.25. And I'm getting here negative 18. And you can see here, Alhamdulillah, it's little lengthy, but I hope so. Ultimately, you're understanding and you're getting. And now I'm finalizing the answer. So t turns to be what? Negative 18 by 12. And 18 divided by 12 is 1.5. So negative 1.5 is a t-value. I hope so. Concept is very clear. And what is the next part? Common ratio of geometrical progression. So what is the technique? Second term divided by first term, or third term by. So what is the second term? This. And what is the first term? Is this. I'm going to put them. So t plus 10.5 over t plus 4.5. Now I'm going to replace negative 1.5 plus 10.5 over negative 1.5 plus 4.5. Just matter of typing in calculator. So I think so we can do without. Even at the time R is coming with us, common ratio is 3. And I hope so the concept of the question is completely. So question number 9, students, we have, it is a given function is this, x is more than a. And we has asking what is the least possible value of a. Basically, students, we discussed in the same paper, same kind of idea that whenever log is there, so 0 and back, like log of 0 including and back, infinity, undefined. Okay, students, so it is only possible 0 and like including 0 is impossible. So 0 and after this is some have values not undefined. So basically this value should be more than 0. I repeat, less than equal to 0, infinity, and more than 0 is possible we have. So here not possible. This is not possible and this is a possible. So we have to write the value in the bracket must be more than 0. And we can find it 2x is less than 1 is this one. And basically this a or x same thing. So I'm writing here, first I'm writing negative 5 over 2. So this is basically a value. So we got a value negative 5 over 2. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, points clear. Range, what is the range? Range values for the given domain is a real number. We can say just write the range belongs to real number. Okay. So I'm copying the f function first of all. So how many x's, empty spaces, both sides? 2 in the bracket and plus 5. Here I'm writing g of x. Here I'm writing its value x squared plus 1. Now student, this is replaced by 4 and ln inside a bracket 2x squared plus 2 plus 5. Okay, so 4 is equal to ln in the bracket 2x squared and plus 7. And this 4, students, I taught you then where 4, for example, 4 into 1, 1 replaced by ln e, 4 goes in the power, so ln e to power 4. I think this idea is very clear. Same way, k, ln e to power k, p, ln e to power p. So this 4 we can write ln e to power 4. ln cancel out. We get a e4 and 2x to power 2 plus 7. Now 7 will go on this side and 2 will divide. We get this. And switch, we got this. So we'll take a root plus and minus and e4 minus 7 by 2. Okay, I hope so. The concept is very clear. He's asking exact value and that's it. And the question is completely clear. Question number 10, students, we have, and how does question shaded area we need to find? We have two curves given, very clear. Okay, we have a two plannings. One planning is if I find out this area, so from here to here, find this area separate, and here to here, this area separate, and add them. Is a planning number one. Planning number two, we have what is the planning number two? Find this intersection, but don't no need y coordinate, no x coordinate we're looking for. So looking for x coordinate, and we look from this corner. This is upper curve. If I integrate upper curve, I'll get a full area. If I integrate a lower curve, I'll get a white area. If I subtract them, I get my answer. So I think both ideas are clear. So first step number one, I'm going to say here y equals to y. So this y and this y, I'm going to put them equals to each other. So let's study now. 2 plus, I start from the, okay, same thing. 2 plus 5 e to power x is equals to 4 minus 3 e to power 2x. I bring this both values left side. I got a 3 e to power 2x plus 5 e to power x, and 4 negative, this is coming, negative 2 is equals to 0. So say let e to power x equal to k. So this become k and this become k square. So 3 square and 5k and negative 2 and is equals to 0. Now factorization, 3 2s are 6. So how we can do it? So plus 6 and minus 1k and negative 2. So I think is a very clear. I can take common out. I got this. 3 2s are 6 and negative 1 common. I got this. So I got a k plus 2 and I got a 3k minus 1 is equals to 0. So I'm getting here two values of k. One value of k is becomes negative 2, others value coming 1 over 3. When I copy it here, so I'm getting what, students? E to power x is equal to negative 2, and here 1 over 3. If I take a log of both sides, but log of why I take logarithm? Because I need power down. So when I take log right hand side, not possible, because log of, look on top, because you know very well log of negative value will give you infinity, and that is why not possible. But right hand side I can take a logarithm, log of this one, and is equals to log of 1 over 3. X will come down and ln e is 1. So basically I got x is equal to ln of 1 over 3. If I open the bracket or leave it, no problem at all, but I like to open the bracket. Log of 1 minus log of 3. This is not a compulsory. Log of 1 is 0. I can get here negative ln 3. It means basically I can say that this is a ln 3. This value is x2, x1 is negative ln 3, and this is x2 is basically 0. So lower limit is this, upper limit is this, and now if I integrate this with these two limits, I'll get a full area. And when I integrate this curve, I'll get white area, and if I subtract them, I get my answer. So let's start. So now I'm starting now, and what is way to do it? Area, lower limit negative ln 3, upper limit 0, and upper curve is 2 minus 2 plus 2 plus 5 2, what's up? So 2 plus this one I talk about. So 2 plus 5 e to power x dx minus, again same limits, and this time I'm putting this one. So 4 minus 3 e to power 2x and dx. So I'm finalizing the question. Integration of 2 is 2x. And what about this? Same, and power derivative 1 divided by 1 is not a compulsory. And limits are very clear, minus ln 3 and 0. And what about this, students? Same, 4x and e to power 2x over 2. Reason, because 2x derivative is 2, that is y. Minus ln 3 and 0. Now I'm going to plug in first of all upper limit. When I plug in 0 and 0 here, so this is become 0 and here become 5 e to power 0. 5 e to power 0, you know, is 0 and that is 1. Okay, I'm writing later on negative. So when I plug in this limit, students, and let me check what is asking for. Giving answer in this form. Please concentrate. We have to answer in this format. So ln3 must involve in the answer. So let's try do it. First of all, I'm plugging this value. So I'm getting here 2 negative 2 ln3. Then when I plug in the other part plus 5 e to power minus ln3, because it goes in the power. I think this is clear. So I have done the upper limit minus lower limit. Okay, I think I should do this whole part on the next page. So I'm copying from here and shifting on next page. So copy, and I need a page here. Yes, we have extra page. So I'm pasting here. Now I'm going to do this here, rest part here. So one part is done, students. I'm not going to do the second part. So this is done. I'm showing in a brick bracket minus. Now first I plug in 0 and 0. So you know 0 comes here, and 3 by 2 and e to power 0. Done. Minus now. Now I'm going to plug in this one. So negative 4 ln 3. And when I plug in this value there, maybe space, maybe a problem, then I bring it down. Okay. This one minus 3 e to power 2 and negative ln 3. Let me check this. I'm going to place there. And let me check the first one. Yeah, this went in the place of x. And this also went in the place of x. And 2 is already there. And divided by 2 is naturally there. This is done. So here I'm getting 5 because this something to power 0 is 5 here. And here negative into negative positive. So I'm getting positive 2 ln 3. Okay, negative into positive, I'm getting here negative and 5. And this negative 1 goes in power. So I can say e to power ln 3 to power minus 1. So this is completely done. Negative sign now. Now what about this, students? So negative 3 over 2. Negative into negative, I get a positive 4 ln 3. Negative into negative, again is positive 3 over 2. But here interesting, this negative 2 will go in the power of 3. And I'm getting here e ln 3 to power negative 2. I think you're understanding. Now students, 5 plus 2 ln 3. And you know it very well. I said before, I repeat again, on the top here in a box. So whenever e comes before in the power ln 2, they cancel, we got a 2. You can check in calculator even. E ln 7. So this is a 7. So you know it very well. I said before even. So now students, I am, this is cancel process. I got a 3 to power minus 1. So I get 3 to power minus 1 here like this. What about this? This as it is, as it is, this as it is, this is cancel out, 3 to power negative 2. 5 plus 2 ln 3. This 3 will go in denominator because power negative 1. And here negative, negative, positive 3 by 2, negative 4 ln 3, and negative 3 over 2 already, but this is goes down, become 1 by 9. Now students, what I'm going to do, this number, this number, this number, and this number. All together, I'm typing 5 minus 5 by 3 plus 3 over 2 and negative 1 over 6. And I'm getting answer 14 by 3. And this negative 4 and positive 2 will give us negative 2 ln 3. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, the answer is done and question is completely over. Question number 11, students, we have, check it, how we can do the question. First of all, you can see this is a, this tan square, and without tan, I can take tan 2x common out. Here 2 tans, power 2 means 2 tan. One went out, one left. And from here 4 left. I think clear. Whenever the product of two part equal to 0, what we say? We say either first part equal to 0 or second part equal to 0. So I'm writing down here tan 2x is equal to 0 and tan 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now here you will take tan inverse, but keep your eye in degree mode and first two quadrants only. We have to answer in first two quadrants. Okay. Now where tan is 0, tan will go there and become inverse. So basically we are looking for what angle tan is 0. And you must know tan is 0 where sine is 0. Sine 0 is here along x-axis. Tan 0 is 0 and tan 180 is 0. So it means I'm getting here 2x comes from here, and I'm writing two angles 0 and 180 and 360 also. Now 2 divides all values by okay, when divide here, and let me write here 10 360 also 0. So 2 divides, we get a 3 answers. And check it, do we have equal sign available? Yes, equal sign available. If this equal sign not available, let's say this way and this way, so I will not take 0 and don't take even 180. I think point is very clear. So now we have a 3 answers come from here, 0, 90 and 180. And now let's talk about second part. So what about this 10 double x is equal to 4? I have taken alpha is equal to 10 inverse 2. And I must put in degree mode. Degree mode, make sure. So when I degree mode, I've check it and make sure not radian mode. Okay. So I'm typing 10 inverse of 4. I'm getting 75.96. 79.56. And when dp means I will add. So when I add here, when I add 9, it becomes 15 and becomes 60. So I'm getting here 76-degree angle basically. And tan positive is here and here. So I'm finding now, let's see, now this 2x bring back 2x. So first answer is 76 here and 76 here. So first 76, second is a 180 plus 76. But because due to this 2, what I will do, students, these are called principal angles, and both principal angles I will add to a 360 and 360. I repeat my words, I must add 360 in both principal angles. You may ask what is the reason behind it. The reason is very clear as a double. So this double means that is why. Now x will divide. So this 2 will divide each answer. So 76 divided by 2, I'm getting here 38 degree. 38 degree. And what other 180 plus 76 divided, the answer divided by 2, I'm getting 128. What about third one? So 360 plus 76 and divide by 2, I'm getting 218. But this is a crossing the limit 180. So it means this is out of range. And the fourth one I did not check, that is also out of range. So these two answers in the range, other two out of the range. So basically we got a 5 answers, 0, 90, 180, 38 and 128. I hope so. The point is very clear. How to deal with this question? Concentrate. This time he asked radian, and so I have to convert our calculator in radian mode. Make sure. Okay, now I'm starting now. Get ready, all of you. So first of all, cosecant. What is a cosecant, students? 1 over sine. And the whole thing come in bracket y plus 1.2 equal to 4. Okay, it cross this multiply there, it comes down. So 1 by 4 equals to sine y plus 1.2. So basically, I'm giving this name as a alpha. So alpha is equal to sine inverse 1 over 4. And when I take sine inverse 1 over 4, 1 over 4, it is giving me in radian. Side is positive here and here. Okay, my answer is 0.253. 0.253. Okay, so sorry to say, this is a sign positive, not tan positive. So this is here. So 0.253. Okay, now this is clear, students. After this, what is a way of writing? So my first answer is this. Second answer is this. So I'm bringing back this value back here. I'm writing y plus 1.2. It came from here. And now I'm writing first answer is 0.23, 0.253. And second, I'm getting pi minus 0.253. I got two principal angles, but check it now here. Here problem we have. This is a negative sign. Okay, 2 is naturally, what, let's decide. You know, what is a pi? From here to here, pi. Pi is called 3.1415. So this is much smaller than that. So I will not go cross the second bar, quadrant. But what about negative 5, students? I go anti-clockwise, clockwise. And what is from here till here is 2 pi. But 2 pi, if we check it in calculator into this, I got 6.28. 6.28 in negative. So you can see this is there. So it means these two answers I got anti-clockwise, which is done. And now students, now I'm going to do, look, I'm drawing the diagram once again for you so you can understand. This is 0.253. These angles, these line will not shift at all. I'm showing and this starting from here. First answer is this and second answer is this. And I think you can understand I'm writing in black color. What is this? 180 degrees, then pi plus that. But for sake of understanding, pi plus 0.253, I'm outside, I'm putting minus sign. You may ask, why put minus sign outside, sir? Because clockwise, when I go is always negative sign. And this is a pi, and when I move forward, I add. I think idea is very clear. So this is done. Now what about from here till here, 360 degree or 2 pi? So full is 2 pi, but this angle I don't need. I am writing here 2 pi minus 0.253, but outside I'm putting minus sign. Again, you may ask why putting negative, because anti-clockwise we take positive and clockwise we take negative. That is why I kept negative outside. Now students, this value 1.2 will subtract with all four. So my first answer is coming with me is negative 1.2, and first answer when I subtracted, I got as negative 0.947. My second answer turns from here. So this value and this will subtract. So pi minus 0.253 and minus 1.2. My answer is turned to be 1.69. I got third answer. Third answer is this will go there. And I have already negative pi plus 0.253. And this answer negative 1.2. And I'm getting here negative 4.59. And now what about the last answer? Same story. I'm going to find that even negative 2 pi, negative 0.253 and negative 1.2. And I'm getting negative 7.23, which is out of the range. So we got three answers, students, because according to the question, we have to look carefully. One positive answer and two answers are coming in negative range. And I hope so. The concept of question is paper is completely done. So best of luck for the exam paper, students. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.